Hello everyone, this is Zooc and today I'm bringing you a new painting video. This one is going to be something I titled A Thing of Nightmares. No real significance to it. This was strictly a sort of practice thing that I wanted to do for a night scene. I've been wanting to do a night scene lately and I was really stuck on it and I just had to get it out. And I've also been trying to work a bit on my backgrounds because people have commented that characters kind of look boring when they have no background or just a monotonous gray background going, and I agree with that. Stuff in pencil looks okay if you draw it on white. That's what it's always going to be on mostly. But digital stuff just works better if there's some sort of atmosphere going on. Like it's easier to fade stuff into the back, and even, you know, a two-color background works just fine, or something like this, like a very simple night sky sort of thing going on. It just helps much more than having it on gray, simple backgrounds. So I actually went through a lot of iterations with this one. This is like the fifth drawing that I make that I was thinking that I was comfortable with, but not really. So I spent a total of like 15 hours trying to get to somewhere with this scene. I just didn't want to give it up. I've been very diligent lately about my paintings and very stubborn to get stuff working. Obviously, I don't think I'm that good or anything, but I think I'm slowly getting there. It takes years to get to a point where you can say like, oh yeah, I'll just apply for a job at games company and whatever. It's not easy, but I want to get to that point and have something to fall back on just in case shit hits the fan with my current job. So anyway, I wanted to use this video as an opportunity to run some ideas past you guys. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time. Recently, I moved my desk away from my girlfriend. We both had our desks next to each other in the living room, but I was really missing having my own private space, like my cave. For years, when I lived in Romania, I had a private cave where nobody entered. I didn't have to see or hear anyone if I didn't want to, for no matter how long. So I was kind of missing that, and I also wanted to get back into streaming. But the thing is, I'm the kind of person that just cannot stand having someone watching them while they do something. It freaks me out so much. Like I have no problem talking on camera. I do it all the time, or I have done it in the past all the time. Also, I have no problem streaming and talking to people, hundreds of people at the same time, live on camera. But there's just something about having someone physically next to you, no matter how close they are, like stranger, family, friend, wife, girlfriend, whatever. It just makes me super nervous. Like all I can think about is that person is doing something else, but is listening to me talk about something dumb at the same time. So I now have a very private, personal space that I can run off to whenever I don't feel like being social. So I think I can safely start streaming again since I haven't done that in over a year, and I think it's about time. So my Twitch is twitch.tv/Zookster, I believe. It's in the description of most videos. And I'm going to be starting in the next few days when Total Biscuit goes on vacation or something, so there won't be any interruptions or anything like that. So keep an eye out for that one. Should be fun. Hang out, listen to some good music, talk about stupid shit, and that'll be that. Also, a second idea I had was starting the Q&A videos again. Every time I post something, there's someone asking when I'm going to make the next Q&A. The thing is, for the last couple of, not months, but last year or so, I haven't really been pissed off a lot about stuff. Ever since I moved to Prague, I've kind of been dealing with real life responsibilities and all that jazz. So there hasn't been time to just sit around alone in my room and think about shit that I want to rant about. But at the same time, it's content that people clearly appreciated. So if you have a topic or idea, since people have come and gone, times have changed, everyone's lives has changed, mine including, head on over to the Facebook post that I have in the description of this video. Post a question or just give me a suggestion for an interesting topic to talk about. Please, not the Syrian situation with the immigrants. I really don't want to talk about that. It's been covered so much on like all the TV channels and all the newspapers that there's nothing I could really add to it. I prefer talking about why bread is so bad in the Czech Republic and why people's expectations are so low and why it's hurting everyone, you know, stuff like that. Very specific things like I discussed in my previous videos. So do that, and we'll get the Q&A up and running again. I want to diversify the content of my channel, which is what brings us to the third idea. Since people literally send me their drawings basically on a weekly basis, I was thinking of making some sort of art critique show, but I want to know if you guys would be actually interested in watching something like that. The format of this would be 10-15 minutes on a weekly basis. I take your guys' drawings that you send me, I look at them, and I basically talk about what's wrong with them, or what could be better, or what's right about them. You know, some sort of like semi-educational stuff, but it's also kind of entertaining, I think, because a lot of times when you make something, you kind of need a second opinion on it to see what's wrong with it. I know a lot of people send me stuff that is absolutely hilariously bad, but they don't know it, you know, because they just have a different perspective on it. They don't see it the same way I do. I mean, I know my stuff is bad. Like if I showed this to Blizzard people, they'd be like, what is this garbage? So, you know, I'm fully aware, but at the same time, I like to think that I know a bit more than the average person about this area specifically. So let me know if you'd like watching something like that, and we'll get something going. So anyway, that's going to be it. 3 ideas: streaming, Q&As, and the art critique show. I actually have another video lined up for the next few days. I've been drawing like a maniac lately, so I'm stacking up on content big time. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Please rate that shit if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.